Alright guys, so update on the Reefer 250. It's probably not going to be a quick update, it's probably going to be me waffling for a good 5 minutes, but it will let you know what I've been doing in the past week to get this cabinet looking how it is, and I'm pretty happy with it, I'm not going to lie. So last week my update was not really an update, it was me asking if anyone knew how to install the Clarisea. I appreciate everyone that got a hold of me and gave me some tips, but I pretty much put my phone to one side and then cracked on with it. Built the Clarisea, took about 45 minutes to an hour. It was actually a lot harder than I thought. I was using the paper instructions, and the paper instructions that DD give you are absolutely useless. They're crap. Thankfully, DD have a link on their website and a video on their website of a bloke installing it and putting it all together, which was a great help. Without that, I probably would have actually struggled. I'm pretty handy, and to be honest, I had not got a clue what I was doing. So that video was really good. What did I do? So, how did I install the Clarisea? First thing what I had to do was remove the filter sock holder. So there was originally in a 250, anyone's got a 250, you know how the V3 sump works. Basically, the water comes down into the downpipe into a plunge pool. Plunge pool then overflows into 2 filter socks. I had to remove the 2 filter socks with a holder. Just got myself a Stanley blade and pulled that out. There was also a glass panel in here separating the 2 compartments that I had to get out. That was a bit of a pain in the ass to get out. That took about another hour. I tried not to break the glass because I don't know why I tried not to break the glass, but about 45 minutes in I was getting that pissed off that I just got a hammer and broke the glass, and then it took about 5 more minutes after that to do. So I should have done that to start with, but I wouldn't recommend taking a hammer to your sump ever, because it was a bit risky, but I did it anyway because I was getting that hacked off with it. It was pissing me off. What I had to do then is I had to cut, this is the original piping from Red Sea, I had to cut the original piping shorter because it sat a lot higher. The Clarisea, I got it nice and high in the tank, so I had to cut that so to accommodate. I then decided, well, last week what I did is I cleaned out the sump, I cleaned out this gate valve, and I cleaned out the return pump, and ever since this gate valve has been a pain in the ass. The level in the weir has been up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And my missus works from home, so when it was down, it was gargling, and probably the whole of Monday the tank was gargling. I kept telling her to turn the return pump up to stop, and then she turned it up that far that the water started coming through the emergency overflow. The problem with that is the emergency overflow is no longer in and being, well, the emergency flow is in, but it's not being filtered by anything because it's just the main downpipe that gets filtered from the Clarisea, and the emergency just goes straight into the sump. Hence a little bit of crap in the bottom of the sump. So then I ordered the new gate valve and plumbing to go down. It is an easy fix. I was being a tight ass and I used this part from Red Sea, and that's the original pipe work. So what I did is I cut that pipe, which is the end of this, cut that, put the gate valve in, this pipe here, 1 elbow, 2 elbows, and it goes down straight into the Clarisea. So I did that this morning. I had to buy the quick drying glue because I was being a tight ass and I didn't want to buy that part from Red Sea, so that apparently dries in 2 hours. I did it this morning. I left it about an hour and a half, then installed the pipe, turned it all on, leak test, nothing, absolutely sweet, happy days. So that was great. Parts I used, two elbows and some 32mm PVC pipe, all off the shelf. The glue I used, I just showed you, was the Griffon quick drying glue, WD-F-05. If you want to buy it yourself, it's good glue. It's great. What else did I do? Built this little cabinet. Can you see it okay? You can see it okay. There's no real use to the cabinet except for hiding the barrel a little bit. It doesn't really hide the barrel, but I think it looks a little bit nicer. It's just got my my trace elements up there because I was going to put my doser up there, but I quite like the doser down here. It sort of hides half of the barrel that I've got in there. I think it looks alright. Let me know what you think. Should I move the doser up? I don't know. You let me know. What else did I do? Installed the ATO. because I installed the Clarisea, I had to remove the Red Sea ATO. I don't know what that is. I'll show you what it is. But it's the ATO container. It only holds about, I think it's 10. It might be 15 litres. I think it's 10 though, and it's not enough. I mean, it was lasting like 3 days at a push. So thankfully, when I installed the Clarisea, I had to remove that. Put a 25 litre barrel in there. The DD optical sensor is now filling the tank. That is behind, where is it? I don't know if you can see it. It's down there. I can't really point, it's there. So that's filling it. The only issue I'm finding with that is I can't fill the barrel up all the way to 25 litres because the pipe that feeds the sump, the top of water, sits lower than the barrel level if I fill it right up. So what was happening is the pump was coming on, the pump was turning off, but the water was still siphoning in because the level sits lower. So what I've got is this part here. So I've just made this little part here. I'm going to drill a hole through here, fit that in there, push this little tube in there so it sits about here, and then I can fill the barrel comfortably and not worrying about siphoning half a barrel of fresh RO water into my sump. One thing I did want to say is massive shout out to Andy's Reef 7, Andy off Instagram. He was having a barbecue last week. I can't remember what time I started this. It was probably about, it was only about 7-8 o'clock at night, but I messaged him on Instagram because he's got one of these installed, and he kindly video chatted me and gave me a lot of help with regards to installing that, so I really appreciate that, buddy. I would have struggled without you, mate. What else have we got? I think that's all I wanted to show you today. So what we'll do, just have a quick look. I turned the whites on in the tank so you can have a quick look in the tank. It doesn't look great under this light, but you get the gist. So, let me know what you're doing this weekend, guys. Have a good one.